Let me show you the Virgo line from BergHOFF. This is one of our favourite lines because it has some fantastic features to it, as well as it has a really good new non-stick surface. So rather than me tell you about it, let me show you a few things this pan can do. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the fact that we don't need any fat, any oil, any butter. We can literally whip up an egg and throw it straight onto a dry pan. Now you know and I know if you do that at home normally, it will stick like glue, particularly on cast iron and stainless steel. In this one I'm going to burn the pan. I'm going to simulate years ago when people used to do a sauce at home. But the one thing that amazes me about this range is actually the weight. It is one of the lightest cast pans that you find. It looks heavy because it looks a little bit like cast iron, but actually it is really, really light. Now, inside this pan here, you will see that even though this is still wet in there, okay, if I put a bit of air in this pan, how non-stick it is, it literally just falls out the pan. Now that is amazing. So we take it further. We'll do your fried egg on a dry pan without any fat or oil. So you just pop it straight into a dry pan. Now, it is the ultimate test to see how that cooks. Now also with this cookware, it goes in the oven, it goes in the freezer, and it goes under the grill. For the oven and the freezer, remove the safety handle by just unscrewing it. Very, very simple. So you go from your hob over to your oven, give it an extra turn and it just drops off. Now that's a square hook. The reason why we call it a safety handle, there's no button, no spring, no clips. When you want to take it out of the oven, come straight underneath it, couple of turns, and you can walk away, even though it's not done up properly. At night time, you screw it up. Now another feature to this cookware is that if you're in the kitchen and you've got no room, you can actually hang that up. Now, are we happy that that's burnt? Because believe me, most people will damage their cookware trying to get that out by scratching, by scraping. But all I'm going to do for demonstration purposes is to show you that on a range like this, you can literally peel that milk out the base of the pan. Now that is what I call non-stick. There's your milk, there's your pan. That's a pretty impressive piece of kit. Now I can go straight from that to doing a pancake on a dry pan. Now that's the ultimate test because you will find that lots of people do pancakes at home and most of them, they burn the first one, they cook the second one. It's all beginning to sound familiar, I know. Now remember, this is on a dry pan without any fat or oil, so we're just going to let that cook. Now one of the worst things to stick to any cookware is starch. Rice, pasta, potatoes. Burn it, you know it leaves a film on the bottom. Now you'll notice here that I've actually got my hands on the side of this pan because these are stay cool handles. They're silicone. Absolutely brilliant because normally you will be holding on to that and you'll be burning yourself. And to show you this rice, literally take the lid off, give it a nudge, turn it over, and not even rice that's been on for an extreme amount of time will stick to the base of that pan. Now that is what I call non-stick. It does make it a lot easier for us men to clean that out when everything comes out in one way. So when you do your pancake without any fat or oil, it will simply fall out the pan like that. Now again, it's a healthy way to cook when you're not using any oil or butter. And my egg is done. It literally moves around the pan. When you're ready to serve it up, give it a rinse and out she pops. Now the last thing I'm going to show you is obviously the most important. It's the washing and cleaning. So in this pan here, I'm just going to burn the pan. I'm going to use a little bit of milk just to simulate how difficult it can be to clean certain products. This particular one will be dead easy. In fact, while that's cleaning, one question we always get asked with this kind of cookware is scrambled egg. Now, if you do scrambled egg, you can do it very, very quickly. It's much better than using a microwave. Microwaves are great, but it has a different taste, a different texture, and people are worried that they can't do a scrambled egg quickly and clean up quickly. Well, in a pan like this, you can do a scrambled egg in about 10 or 15 seconds. Now, when we're demonstrating to a live audience, we do get people ask us, can I use my metal spoon, my metal whisk, my metal knife, things like that. And it's a very simple question, and there's a very simple answer. Have you ever seen a metal yet that doesn't scratch? Me personally, no. So when it comes to utensils, whichever cookware I'm demonstrating, whether it be stainless steel, whether it be cast iron, or even something as beautiful as this, we will always tell people to use opposites: wood, plastic, synthetic. This is a silicone whisk, which is also part of the BergHOFF range, which works absolutely fantastic, and there's not a mark on the pan. So my scrambled egg is actually done in seconds. You serve up your scrambled egg, and instead of having to scrape or scratch the last few pieces out, I can simply wipe that out the pan, which is absolutely brilliant. At home, put it in the sink with some soapy water and it does the same job. However, if you burn anything to the degree I'm burning in here, which I don't suggest you do, okay, let me show you how to clean it. All I'm going to use is a little drop of water. To prove it's water, I'll drink it. Now, at home, all you do is put it in the sink, as I said, but just watch what happens when you burn something to that degree. This pan is so unique that it actually bubbles and blisters all the fat, all the oil, directly out the pan. It just lifts everything off. So, when it comes to the edges, just give it a nudge, and that is your washing and cleaning. How fantastic is that? When you get the edge, just wipe the last piece out, and that is your washing and cleaning. Actually, we sell more pans to men for that one reason alone, the washing and cleaning, than anything else. Now, one of the last unique features I want to show you is about the draining of this product. The draining is absolutely fantastic because the handles, first of all, don't get hot because they're made of silicone, and you have the silicone ones on the side as well. But another feature is, you know, when you're looking for somewhere in your kitchen to put the lid when you've got a busy kitchen, well, how about this? BergHOFF have come up with the idea where you just stand it up. The moisture doesn't run all over your kitchen, it drops straight back into your pan. So now you can stir your pan very simply like that. When you want to drain it, you have the colander at the side. You just take it over to the sink. As you can see, I'm not even using a tea towel, and it will drain straight out like that. Absolutely perfect for your vegetables, your pasta, anything you want to drain, the water comes straight out like so. Another great feature of this cookware by BergHOFF.